3, 2, 1. Blast off. We are live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to those who have been here. My man Matt was first to arrive this evening. How you doing, brother? Ace is behind us.
Here, Bubba. It's okay.
He says hello. So, I hope everybody is doing well this evening. My man Cernog just jumped in the building. What's going on, brother? Hope you're hanging in. Hope the kids aren't driving you too crazy. Hooray, in the building. What's going on, Mr. Humstone? How you doing today, brother? Yes, this is a real live.
It is.
We are live.
We are not pre-recorded.
Jennifer, how are you doing this evening? Thank you for joining us. Michelle, how are you? You got a cute little dog in there.
Yeah, seriously.
Ace is trying to look at the dog right now on the computer. Jody, how you doing, brother? This is so cool how you can stand still without blinking. What do you mean? Are we frozen?
Are we really?
No.
No way.
So tonight we are going to be talking about barware and bar decor. Rest in peace. Oh, I'm sorry, Michelle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I must have been frozen. Must not be you. Okay. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about barware and bar decor. So this is something that I always look out for because it always does well for us, no matter if it's at the flea market or online at Etsy or online on eBay. Even Mercari, and now I feel like I might as well just start posting it on Poshmark Home too.
Yeah.
The more places that we can try and get eyes on our products, the better, obviously. So that's where we are. Tom Sutherland, thank you for stopping by, buddy. Hope all is well. So how was your day, Josie?
My day?
Yes.
It was great. It was grand. I worked from 7:45 until 5:40. It's not over yet, but my day's been good. Been blessed.
Yes. So I'm drinking out of this really awesome mid-century modern glass that I gave Josie.
I know. I asked for it.
Well, yeah. That's why I gave it to you.
Yeah, but it almost sounds like you were being proactive when I was just hoarding inventory for myself, which I often do.
Yes, and I am drinking pomegranate. That's like pomegranate.
Pomegranate
Sparkling pomegranate. There we go.
It's Perrier and pomegranate concentrate.
What are you drinking, Josie?
I am drinking a pomegranate orange spritzer.
Is there pulp in that thing?
Yeah, because I love pulp.
I don't know how people drink pulp.
It's delicious.
It feels like there's something
an added texture.
It feels like there's something in there's something in my drink that I'm not supposed to be drinking.
There is. It's called pulp.
Dana, I want to say hello to Dana. Dana put together an absolutely amazing video today where she got all these different resellers to make a video, as like a PSA to tell people to stay home so, we can flatten this curve. And I was supposed to make a video for that, and I missed the date, and I apologize.
No.
But I did watch the entire premiere today with my mom, and I must say that It was absolutely amazing. You guys did a fabulous job. It was like funny, serious, heart touching, like it was just like a great combination of emotions. And I just wanted to make sure that you know that it was really appreciated. And I know you put a lot of work in that, and it was amazing. So I just wanted to shout out Dana on that because it was fantastic. Yes, this shirt it's not vintage. So
I made him buy it though. Isn't it amazing?
we went sourcing at.
Please show them.
Yeah, we went sourcing at Burlington. That was probably like
What?
3-4 months ago.
3 months ago.
And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm just gonna buy a couple of these bargain T-shirts. So we got a couple of bargain T-shirts, and this is like from my childhood. So when MTV was actually good.
I had the reruns.
Yeah. So I had to scoop that up. My man, David, in the building.
Hello.
How you doing, brother? So it was a busy weekend. I'm gonna drop another video hopefully in the next day or two of everything that sold this weekend, because this weekend was insane on top of an already like crazy week last week. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so which is
a good thing.
I was packing all day today.
How was your day?
So my Dukes she had to do some blood work today because she's taking this medicine, and they have to make sure that it's not like hurting her liver. So she was at the doctor, and that left me to do
all the packing by yourself.
Well, she came back in time to help me with some packing because it was like just random. Like, all right, so I know if y'all saw my video where I got that Betty Boop clock, it would have been like a $200-$300 clock, but it was busted. It was busted up real bad, and so I didn't want to. I didn't want to. Okay. Josie's brother is currently trying to pass me things to sell on eBay for him.
Oh my gosh. So distracting.
And so my man Tommy's in the building. How you doing, sir? I got your funny joke on my comment on Cincinnati Pickers post for the game show. This guy Tommy's a funny guy. I don't know if you guys know that. So let me. I wish I could talk to people, right? Because I don't know if I'm supposed to say try flippers or tree flippers.
I think it's try
right?
Flippers.
Like Tribeca.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, hello, try flippers. So yeah. So we are.
Actually, he's trying really hard not to finish it all in one.
No. He's talking about the other day. So listen. So it's not that I'm thirsty. I love competition, and I want to be on a competition. That's all it is.
What kind
Ain't
of
nobody
competition?
being thirsty.
What kind of competition?
The Bolo or No Go game show. Yes, I figured it out. Like tri-states. I got it. Try. So yes, my mom got back in time to help me finish off the packing. But
it was hard, wasn't it?
It was, because we had a lot of like really awkward size items. And one of the items which we'll go over today, because it falls into this category
of barware,
was this Culver glass. It was an ice bucket and then 6 rocks glasses. So
gorgeous. We had it for a really long time.
Yeah, because I mean, like, it was one of those things that like
it was pricey. It's a pricey item too.
Yeah, and we've had a no. Although I wish I could be on that. Listen, I'm gonna explain it to you. Like, I am a super competitive person.
Yeah, it blows me when we lose, and it's just like the end of the world.
And Josie is a super competitive person too. So if there's ever if there's ever a game show or a competition, I want in, no matter what. That's just how it is.
I don't think we should both play, because it'll turn ugly. Because then we just start blaming one another for if we don't win.
Yeah,
for maybe. The reason for losing.
I don't know if y'all ever played that game Taboo, but I'm a humble guy. But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Let me get off this plate.
What you mean? You know I'm humble. I feel like I'm the best taboo player in the world.
And there it is. All of 1 second.
Flipping it good. What's good, brother? How you doing today? So that was pretty much our day. So now let's get into some like nitty gritty information to kind of help you guys. If you're unfamiliar with this category, it is
barware.
It is a wonderful thing to sell because there's a lot of it out there. You can find it, yard sales, estate sales, flea markets, thrift stores.
It's accessible, yeah.
And a lot of times it's really undervalued and underpriced, especially like in this day and age where people still think that there's, they're undervaluing glass and stuff like that. And the other thing is I preach it a lot to everybody, and that is the, crossover items, so that items that are able to cross over into different genres, and that what that enables you to be able to
market it to more people.
More people will be interested in it. Thank you, Bluegrass Picker Anthony in the building. How you doing, brother? So barware is one of those things where it has a lot of crossover appeal. So obviously you have a lot of people drink,
except for you,
for me. I don't drink. So there's a lot of home bars. And this is another thing too, is like, I know it's tough you can't source right now, but some people might be sitting on this stuff and not realize that like people are at home because they can't go to the bar.
And they're forced to drink at home.
So, a lot of people are picking up, hello, JJ from England. What's going on, brother? Thank you for stopping by. I mean, Harry, I'm surprised you don't have you don't have like a home bar at your house.
Really?
Because for 2 and 2, you should have like a nice little bar. But Harry has a lot of good, so there's vintage advertising. That's another crossover thing that you can get from Bar Decor and Barware. So, like beer signs. Beer signs are crazy, crazy valuable. And, you have people who are collectors of vintage advertising, collectors of just the, same. Oh, we got another person from the UK. Rosie.
Wow. Hello.
How you doing today? And the lovely Tracy, uniquely me.
As always.
Hello. So I have to send Tracy and Tommy and Cernock and Lisa the Tim picture of the day. I've been sending them old funny pictures of me.
No.
Yeah, it's to lift their spirits during the quarantine.
Okay, so it's for a good cause.
I owe you guys a picture today. I'll get to that right after here.
Are you not going to show everyone?
No,
it's just for them.
Yeah, I mean everybody can see them eventually. Once we're done, we'll put together like an album of like all the crazy pictures of Tim.
Okay.
When I used to
evolutions of Tim.
Yes, the evolution of Tim's crazy.
Yeah.
So crossover appeal of bar decor, from vintage advertising to collectors and people who are just trying to create this bar at this house bar at home, and a lot of people are doing that right now. So it's a good, especially with Pinterest, because it's funny because I was talking, I forget who I was watching. How you doing tonight, Kelly? I forgot who we were watching, but somebody was talking about how, on Pinterest, a lot of people, use Pinterest to look up, how to design their bar.
It's the best way to go about it because it's like, it's your practice, right? You get to see how someone envisioned how to decorate their home, and you choose and you pick what ways you want to use. And I actually used Pinterest last week when I repainted the dresser. I decided to paint it pink, of a blush color, like a really light pink, and then make sure that the trims of that dresser from the drawers were gold. So it really stands out. And I would have never thought to do that, but I looked up, ideas on Pinterest, and people do that for everything, for ingredients, for your closet at home, if you are a fashion statement type person, or even for barware. anything of that sort, Pinterest is the best. And as much as you can post on Pinterest, the better. Share all that you can share because we look at it religiously.
Yeah. And it's great for Etsy. We talk about that all the time.
Oh yeah.
But so basically we're gonna break this down into 2 different main categories. So we're gonna do like a what they call them, like a family tree or a tree of hierarchy.
Why?
Because like so look, you
like
have,
in grades of
just like like a graph or a chart,
is
a
it not a
tree.
diagram when you
So all
compare
right,
the
so like
two?
up here,
I think it's a diagram.
up here you got like bar is like your top one, bar, right?
It's the category.
The bar is setting the bar. Okay.
Keep going.
And then under the bar, it breaks down into 2 barware
categories.
Barware and bar decor. Okay. So in barware, you got glasses,
Okay.
decanters,
Okay.
ice buckets, pitchers. And then like you break those down, like glasses have like martini glasses, rocks glasses, shots glasses, Tom Collins glasses, and then decanters you have like once we were talking about crossover appeal, right? So the thing about barware is that highball glasses, Kelly knows. So like when you're talking about crossover appeal, you want to think about all the people that you can, functionality is huge in crossover appeal, because if something is collectible and also functionable, then it's more in demand,
right?
Your head is spinning.
I'm so sorry.
Well, don't worry. Once we get into visuals,
maybe we should get visuals right now. Should I grab
visuals?
No. Now?
I have some things to show.
Like, I could just grab all the stuff that we have in this house, so you can say this is this and
but
this.
No,
and this
they're
is
not.
This.
They're not. They don't go into the vintage category in which we're speaking of, except for those glasses right there.
I mean,
we've shown them those.
We have glasses that are considered vintage.
Functionable, yes. Is that not a word? Did I mess
that?
Functional?
Yeah.
Man,
sorry.
It's been a long day.
I didn't want to correct you.
Why you ain't saying nothing?
I didn't want to correct
the
you.
whole time.
You were in the mood. I didn't want to mess it up.
I didn't even say.
I hate being the Debbie Downer.
So I was really saying functional, but sometimes when I say functional, it sounds like functionable.
No, you said functionable.
You see how functionable sounds like functional?
It doesn't.
I was saying functional the whole time, I swear.
Get him, Tracy.
Okay. All right. So we'll start with barware.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do that.
And we're gonna kind of focus in primarily on the mid-century modern,
because it's hot.
Yes. Okay. We're gonna focus on the mid-century modern style of barware. Now, there's makers out there that are, they're not necessarily like no makers, but you'll see. Look at that. Bung. Bung.
No way. What? Are you kidding me?
Throw it in the Scrabble.
Siri.
Throw it in the Scrabble.
Functionable award,
Siri, no, don't ask Siri. Siri don't know what she's talking about half of the time. I asked the Google before I asked the Siri.
I Googled it. Functionable is word. Yeah, okay. Well, you did it right. So sorry.
Damn, that drink is strong, Josie.
Really?
I could smell it, but you know me, I got my nose since I stopped drinking, I could smell yo, let me tell you, Justin has been putting out some dope videos lately. He has been killing it. He's like, I always, since the first time I saw Justin's channel, and I saw like one of his haul videos. I can't remember. I think he was either inside the van, I believe. But like he reminded me a lot of like what I do, where he was just like, he had so many different types of things and it was awesome. And I was like, immediately I was like, I'm drawn to this dude. He's dope. But now he's selling weaves and antique tools. Like it's all over the place. I love it. You're killing it, Justin. Awesome. Just wanted to let you know that.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Yes. So, all right. So mid-century modern barware. Okay.
Do it.
So we're talking, ice buckets, we're talking glasses, we're talking martini shaker, pitch. All right, so there's a cocktail shaker and then there's a martini stir shaker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with the martini pitcher, you have a lip, like a pouring lip.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas, with the cocktail shaker, you just put the top on, shake it. For those of you that don't know, I was at one point in time a daytime bartender. And Josie, when I Coco's, remember?
Oh God,
yeah. See,
I totally forgot.
Yeah, so I was behind the bar.
I was too.
So I started at like 6 a.m. doing the barista work. So I was pulling espresso shots, and then at lunchtime, the liquor start flowing. So I'm making drinks, pouring shots of espresso at the same time, getting food. It was crazy. I was everything. And then Josie, when I first met Josie was a bartender. I can't. That seems like so long ago.
It was. I've been trying to tell you it was.
And I know there's some other bartenders out here. I'm pretty sure Cernog was a bartender. Anthony said he was a bartender.
Wow, I was only a bartender for 2 years before I stopped. I think that it was really hard for me to go from bartending to like the 9 to 5. And I even tried to overlap those experiences and try to bartend until like 3 o'clock in the morning and then go into work at 9. Like it didn't work out for me. I was falling asleep like no one's business. But my experience was a little bit different because I wasn't doing barista work. I was bartending and doing hookah preparation. So I was a person who would like make your drinks in the front. And if you had requested a hookah, I would have to go in the back, start it, pack it, and then smoke it to start it up for you and then give it to you. It was hard. It was a hard life.
Yeah. Them hookah bars in DC became super popular over the last like 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
All right. So if you guys are taking notes, which I highly doubt any of you are, but just in case, the mid-century modern barware makers that you want to familiarize, I said that right?
Familiarize?
Yeah.
Yes.
That you might want to familiarize yourself with. Wow, I can see you looking at me. You know that, right?
I'm so sorry.
So Culver glass. That's CULVER. Culver glass.
Beautiful stuff.
Okay.
It's really gaudy.
Yeah.
I love it.
And of course you do. And George's Briard. Okay. George's Briard.
You have to spell that.
GEORGES is the first name. George's Briard is the last name. BRIARD. George's Briard. Okay. And then Fred Press. They also make really nice mid-century modern glassware. I'm going to show you guys some stuff that is like super high-end, but it's stuff that I have found. So that means you can find it too. Now,
there's hope.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to show.
Honestly, there is hope. If we find it over here on the East Coast, you guys can find it wherever you are, because a lot of people in these parts don't collect as much as I thought they would. It's more of like the Midwest.
Well, no, the Midwest you can find a lot in the Midwest because a lot of glass gets made in the Midwest. Okay. But
sorry.
My bad. You know I love you. So the other stuff too, though, is that the West Coast, you can find a lot of mid-century stuff in the West Coast because
Hollywood.
That was like, the epicenter of mid-century modern. Same thing with New York, so you could find that sort of stuff, and it's probably in your thrift stores. So like, I always like to show you guys the high end of things. You see the mid-range and low-range stuff when I show you my store, but when we show you the high-end stuff on Worth Point during these lives, it's just to let you know like the possibilities out there. Like, I like to get people excited. I want you to shoot for the stars. You know what they say, you shoot for the stars.
No, you shoot
for the moon and you fall on the stars.
Okay, thank you. I'm so glad you got that.
I almost blew it. But you know what? Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. How you like that one?
I hate it.
That's a good one, right?
I really hate that.
My football coach used to tell us that. We'd be like, Coach, I almost had him. And he'd be like, son, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
I can't. I cannot. I can't.
All right. See, look, sure not. Let me tell you, when I was growing up, as
a drink of
as
choice.
a drinker, Grand Marnier in like the DMV. So for those of you that don't know, we live in what they call the DMV, which is
I live in DC.
Yeah, I live in DC, but I grew up in Maryland. So DMV is DC, Maryland, Virginia. I don't really go out to Virginia much.
I force him to.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here you go. Look at this. Culver glass on eBay for a lot of 14 just sold for 148 pounds.
Whoa.
So I just sold a Culver set this weekend. So, but yes, before I forget, Grand Marnier. So Grand Marnier was like a big thing here in this area for a long period of time. Yeah. So like there used to be this dope Grand Marnier bar. I think it was in Baltimore, where you could buy a bottle of Grand Marnier, right? And then they would give you like a ticket. Mm-hmm. And so, you would drink a little bit of it and then you would leave and they would store your bottles, everybody's bottles of Grand Marnier in the ceiling and the rafters. And so, you come back to the bar and you give them your ticket and they'd pull your bottle down for you.
That
and you can drink
seems a bit
it.
Excessive though.
I mean,
time-wise, come on.
I mean, it's cool. And people love cool.
I mean, Grand Marnier was like a twister for us because it was just too sweet. It was like if you were going out to get messed up, that was your choice.
No, it was just like one of those things that you drink. Look at this guy, Tommy.
Oh God.
We got love for y'all in Delaware. Don't worry.
Oh.
So yeah. So let me go ahead and show you guys. Let's see.
Let's do high end first.
Yeah. I'm gonna show. Well, first I'm gonna show them this. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna show you guys a few things, different styles and ranges of stuff that has sold for us recently in on eBay as far as barware goes. So let me do this thing that they do where they share the screen. I hope y'all have as much fun doing this as I do because I have fun. All right, there we go. Zooming out. All right. So this just sold this weekend.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
This is obviously, like we've said to you guys before, it is mid-century modern. And the maker is Culver. Now, with Culver glass, a lot of times it's hard to find the signature. So they might not necessarily be on the they may not necessarily be on the glasses, which kind of sucks because a lot of times, especially with the mid-century modern barware, you have to having the signature visible makes it like definitely easier to sell. But the name of this pattern is Valencia Green. I have sold a lot of different pieces in this pattern. This one was particularly nice because it came with the caddy.
Which looks like a train to me.
It's like a cart almost.
But it has wheels.
Yeah. So bar carts have wheels.
Okay, fair.
And so then you have the ice bucket in there as well. So it's like that. This, I fetched some good coin on this one right here. Like this was
like, I don't think we even gave context. We had this, like, it's been a year and a half since we've had this piece, right? You'd say, right?
Not a year and a half, about a year.
A year? I think it's a year and a half now.
No, because we had it. I got it in midway through last season's flea market. Last year's flea market season.
Are you sure?
100% positive because we didn't take it with us in the beginning of the flea market season.
But it was sitting there. It was just sitting. It wasn't.
That was a different set. I'll show you.
Well, I will say that it was a scary experience having to pack it up every single time we had a flea market.
Yeah.
To wrap each individual one, leave it inside of the cart, and then transport it inside of a van. It was like.
Yeah. And packing this was not fun either, but it did go to Virginia, so it wasn't that bad.
Isn't it gold? It's gold.
It's
plated
gold flake or whatever. It's not like, but yeah, it is a form of gold. but I took a best offer on this for $117. So, but like I paid $14 for that whole set. So it's a great, flip right there. So next up, we're gonna show you this one just sold recently too. This is also mid-century modern, not as it's not as like that mid-century modern that's gaudy. It's
glamorous.
more, it's more of this
subtle.
Yeah. But this is spaghetti string.
I wonder if like some of you have actually touched it.
I'm sure a lot of people in this chat remember this from their childhood.
Well, I don't.
Well, I mean, it was before our time. But like when you feel this glass,
it's waxy.
It's waxy. It's almost like rubber. And it comes in all different types of colors and sizes.
I specifically like this because I am very clumsy. And
well, they'll break. AJ broke one the first time I had a set of these.
I think that I know he did. I'm so sorry because I can sense that you're still mad about it. But what I'm saying is that I am a clumsy person. And because the fact that it has that gripping to it, I feel like it's a lot more secure when I hold it.
Yeah. And I mean, this is the type of stuff, if you're having a party, out the pool, like you got a pool at your house.
Yeah, for sure.
You got a beach house.
Yeah.
This is a real dope set to have at the beach house, to have at your pool party.
I agree.
Like this is what people are looking for. Yeah. So this is going to be where you go into your high end barware.
So over the Culver glass.
Over the Culver glass. This is crystal technically. Now, this is Lalique, which is a French crystal. Now, these will be marked on the bottom. Let's see if I can find you a picture of the marking.
There it is.
There it is. I don't understand why I can't get you bigger.
Well, how did you zoom it in last time?
I don't know. It's being stubborn. But you can see this right here. No. It usually just does it automatically. But you can see right here, it says Lalique. I'll just bring it up for you. Lalique, France, right there. So anytime you guys see Lalique, buy it. Always buy Lalique. It is like, it's one of those things that does not lose value over time. They also make like little figurines and stuff like that. But this is like high end, like, maybe really rich people might drink out of these, but a lot of people will collect these, because it's so beautiful. This is like something you see in the china cabinet at your grandma's house.
And she doesn't bring them out.
You don't want to touch that stuff.
No. They're very thin. I don't feel comfortable holding one.
Yeah, but you see these 3 glasses right here, $89.99 for these 3 glasses, which is, that's a great amount of money for 3 glasses.
I think so.
Yeah. So I
wish we had 4.
Yeah. Well, I did sell this set. Now every glass has its own, the size of the glass and the shape of the glass depends on what type of glass it is. So, most of you know the difference between a white wine glass and a red wine glass and a champagne. Okay. So like when you really get into the differences, you're starting to talk about like, there's Bordeaux red wine glasses and stuff like that. So these were considered to be Bordeaux. These are another set of Lalique glasses. As you can see, this took a nice price right here, $274.99 for these 8 glasses. I mean, and they don't necessarily have anything that's crazy about them. It's just that they're made by Lalique. They have these nice frosted stems you can see on the glasses right here. So once again, it's signed right there. So this is the stuff that you want to look for. Lynn, I know shipping these is not fun. And you want to know what the craziest part is? Both of these orders got shipped to overseas. And they all arrived safely, but
it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah. So the Lalique is definitely like the tip of the iceberg you always want to look out for. And they make all different types of wine and cocktail glasses in different sort of patterns, different shapes, different stem shapes, all of that stuff. but always look out for the leak. It's definitely like high-end stuff.
Yep.
Now, this is something that's going to be like crossover everything. Okay, so you have the crossover appeal of it being. See, it did it that time.
Wow.
You have the crossover appeal of many different things here. So this is, these are glasses. They're like water glasses. But like if you at the crib and you chilling with the homies and you want to, it's poker night and you want to bring out some 90s, 70s, 80s stuff,
Flashback,
nostalgia. Like
Mhm.
these are in incredibly amazing shape. There was nowhere, like nobody ever put these through the dishwasher. I found all three of these at a thrift store. I think it was like $3.99 for the three. But these are Burger King. I think they're 1978. There was one missing, of course, the orange one, which is the most valuable of it. But I mean, I turned $3 into $30. That's 10 times my money, basically, minus all the fees and the fees and the fees and the fees. But you get the gist. So it's like, this is something that you can see a lot of, but you want to be careful because there's tons of this stuff out there that is not as valuable as you would think. So, especially like McDonald's and stuff like that. So always make sure you look up these sort of drinks, these sort of glasses, these like vintage fast food glasses before you actually buy them. But like there's some Star Wars ones out there that are definitely, valuable. And that's another crossover appeal. You have Star Wars people, you have bar decor people, you have collector people, like it's just one of those things that's really crossover. So, that's some of the things that I've recently sold on eBay. As kind of gives you an idea of the different range of see, you got it. Great beer glasses. Like get a nice little glass of apple juice for Harry in one of those Burger King glasses. He likes to drink that apple juice. So it's like, those are definitely something to always keep an eye out for. So let's see. Now I want to jump into Etsy really fast. I'm going to show you guys some things that I have sold barware wear wise.
Share. You can't see.
That has oh man. I've been trying really hard to like make these like different sort of thumbnails because I don't want to just be like and then have an arrow and like an emoji on every thumbnail. Like, I'm trying to be Tim, like I have fun and be creative. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where I'm coming. I got one that's real good. I think it's good. A lot of times I think it's good in my head. And then I try to do it. And I'm like, this doesn't look how I envisioned it. But I got a good one coming out for the next video. Hopefully y'all will like that. But yeah, so now I'm going to show you guys some, by the way, Etsy.
Yeah, let's show
last Monday on this very same stage, I was telling you guys how I was trying to get close to 2,000 sales on Etsy. We did it. We have passed 2,000 sales on Etsy. Let me see where we're at total. This is exciting for me. I've been working hard on Etsy for a while, and we finally cracked the 2,000 sales mark. There we go. Bung. Y'all see that?
I don't think so.
Hold on.
No.
All right, come on.
Let me help you. Let me do it. Watch this.
Nope.
Nope.
It's not going to work.
It's not going to work? Too bright.
Too bright.
Oh!
Maybe you got to turn the brightness down on the screen.
I think so. Maybe that's just too much. Okay. Now try it again. Oh.
There you go. 2011 sales. How about them apples? I always love to say that.
I know.
Because I kind of relate to what's my man's name? Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting. That's kind of like how I am, you know. I'm kind of like Goodwill Hunting in a way.
Yeah.
You know, because like I'm really, really smart, but like I'm kind of also like edgy, right?
Yeah.
And not everybody thinks and knows that I'm smart, but they know that I'm edgy. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So now let's hop into the Etsy shop and take a look at some things that have sold throughout this, you know, long period of time. But like we've been on Barware since the beginning. And I want to say since the beginning, we've sold about 166 pieces of barware, which we consider to be barware. And I currently have 73 active listings in my Etsy store of barware. So that's where we are with that. Okay. All right. Now it's time to do the let's share the screen. Boo, 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 boo. Share the screen. Share the screen. There it is. All right. Okay. So I'm going to highlight a few of my favorites. Okay. Here's some more Culver glass. Now, when I pull these up, Etsy is weird. I can't like pull up the actual old listing because I'm in my store right now. So you'll have to bear with me. But these are some really dope Culver glasses right here. If you see these are called the pizza, and it has like on the inside of it, it has like this like green marble right there. I think we got these in when we were in Hagerstown once. But yeah, those sold for how much did those sell for? $45 for those. And then here's some more of the Valencia right here, which sold for $60.
Well, let's show them so I can see the difference.
Well, this is the same pattern that was on that cocktail set that we just showed you guys earlier. And then now, and those sold for, you'll see a couple of times I've had these before. But let's see. This right here, I've always I told you guys about this stuff. Whoa. This is the Blendo glass. This is super mid-century modern. Always sells really well. Comes in all different types of colors, different size glasses, everything. But this was a good one right here. I sold this one. How much we sell this one for?
I don't know. I don't quite remember.
$70 for that set right there. Now moving along into like the bar decor, like I was saying before, like old bar signs, vintage advertising, beer thermometers, clocks, all that stuff is super, super popular, very collectible, and sometimes can be worth a lot of money. Now, this is just like with something, you know, I thought wasn't as super valuable, but it is a really dope little piece, and it's sold fast. I'm pretty sure I underpriced it, but it's just a bar open, and it has these hooks down here where you could put, I guess, your keys or your jackets, whatever you want to do, or hats.
Right, but it is a mirror.
But it is also a mirror. A lot of the vintage bar advertising stuff is gonna be a mirror. But I really like that piece. I mean, like, you know, if I had a bar in my house right now, that thing would be super decked out. And this is another dope piece right here. This is from 1989. This is a Busch beer mirror and chalkboard. So, you know, you have the Busch advertisement right here. You have your chalkboard right here where you can write like happy hour specials and stuff like that, you know, and then you put this at your house, you know, like somebody wants to buy it for their house, they can buy it for their house. If somebody owns like a little hole in the wall in the middle of nowhere, but they think that this is cool, then they'll buy it for their little tavern, their little pub, you know? So like, it's just being somebody who's a Busch beer guy might really like that. You know, like it works too. You can write on there with chalk, you know, look at yourself in the Busch mirror. So it's like shipping this was definitely a little complicated. I mean, but this is the thing, people, like, don't be scared. You know, there's always a way. Like, think about like this. People ship Guitar Hero guitars and stuff like that. Like I see people ship all types of crazy stuff. If you have any questions or self-doubt about, the packing, just holla at me. Check out my Dukes and Me packing video.
Yeah, seriously.
If you're rewatching this, I'll put a link up here in the top for you. Harry wants to know how much did this sell for? That chalkboard sold for $50. And that was a while ago. Oh man, this is a good one too. This is another sort of thing that if you see anything like Budweiser or Bud Light old stuff, it's always going to have some sort of value. This was a Bud versus Bud Light checkers game. And all the pieces were there. So this was definitely I got this. I had one in auction. This was before everybody was on Shop Goodwill and ran the prices up. I won this whole lot of barware stuff, and I paid I think it was $50 for everything, and I made a lot of money off of that lot. And this was one of those things that was in there. Yeah, and this is 80s or 90s right here. Totally what this is. Does the advertising do much better on Etsy than eBay? Krillin wants to know. Let me just go back really quick and pull this question up. So this is the thing, is that a lot of this stuff that I sold on Etsy, when I was selling it, I was only selling it primarily on Etsy. So I'm kind of I've been making my way across into eBay. I think in eBay now I have 200. How many sales have I made on eBay so far? Let me see. I think I have 230 something sold on eBay so far. So it's but I think that depending upon the type of advertising it is, I always feel like certain things do better on Etsy price wise. But I also think that if the item is, collectible enough or rare enough, then you might be able to get better money on eBay, because there's certain people that shop on eBay that are collectors that don't shop on Etsy because they are familiar with eBay and they think that eBay is the end all be all. On Etsy, you might get less, less people. It might take you a little bit longer, but sometimes you might get more money in the long run. So that's the difference. But I mean, it's a toss-up.
You know what? Honestly, I would think that you'd have better success selling the item on eBay. I mean, everyone looks at eBay when you're a collector of barware, especially just because if it's promotional, because it's a collector's item. And there's competition in eBay, unlike in Etsy. You can actually start a bidding war if you wanted to. The question is how enthusiastic are you about the item that you think other individuals would be, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think eBay would be the best bet.
Yes, we cross list almost everything. Yeah. So,
and it's crazy because Tim will post it on all platforms that he has if it's appealing, and then go to sleep. And then as soon as he wakes up, he has to go back, take down those postings on the other platforms if it's sold on one. And that takes a lot of time. But if you honestly have someone who's willing to catch the bait, why not do that? Just to be safe, post it on all your platforms and see where it sells.
I mean, I talk about it all the time with Cernock, Rob and Lisa, Tracy and Tommy, about just the more eyes that you have seeing your items, the better.
More exposure.
I'll tell you real quick, funny story. Okay. This weekend, what was that, Saturday or Sunday?
When what happened?
The Mercari thing. That was Saturday.
That's not funny because I got mad.
Okay, so Saturday on Mercari, so I had this really dope vintage Sherwin-Williams paint, white sweatshirt.
The paint with red and blue.
And on the back it had this big the big logo on the back, right? And
it was like full out Sherman-Williams.
Yeah. There you go. Sir Knock Nose.
Yeah.
And no, I'm luckily, knock on wood, I haven't had anything sell on both yet.
No, we can't have that.
So I'm on Mercari. I get a message on Saturday night about Sam, what's going on, brother? Thanks for stopping by. Saturday night, I get a message on Mercari about an item. Okay. And this guy says to me, he asked me if the sweatshirt was all right. What happens if I sell both on while you're sleeping? Then it depends. If one is eBay, then that automatically cancels out all the rest because eBay will penalize you. So you have to go with the eBay, fulfill the eBay order.
Bingo.
If it's not eBay included in those two, then I go with which one has the better price and lower fee. And then I guess, I don't know, there's probably other factors that should go into that too. Like if it's sold on Depop, like, because I'm trying to build a repertoire on those items, on those platforms, then it would be, I probably might sway towards that just because I'm trying to like build up my, my sales on those. Mm-hmm. But anyways, so this guy hits me up on Mercari about this vintage Sherwin-Williams crew neck sweatshirt. And he says, this is for two, correct? And I reply, no, this is for one sweatshirt. Then he replies, then is the price a misprint? And I quickly reply, no. Okay, the price is $33 for this vintage Sherwin-Williams crew neck sweatshirt. Free shipping. So I basically included my price that I would charge for shipping into the price of the sweatshirt. Okay.
But the thing is that I was quite disturbed by the fact that they were asking that if it was two sweatshirts. Obviously it was just one. And
they were trying to be a smartass.
I was like, it's not a misprint. It is what it is. Just
buy it
if you want it or don't.
I have to be politically correct.
But you did ask me. You asked me, what do I think? And what did I tell you?
You were ready to put on some boxing gloves.
Okay, but what did I say? Do you remember what I said?
I don't remember exactly.
I said, obviously this person isn't interested and they just want to bust your balls. Go ahead and tell them no.
Yeah.
End of story.
Well, this is what happened. Go. So when I said no, there's no misprint in the price. This is what this guy had to say back to me.
He had to.
Yes. This is fact. I learned that when I started working in the service industry. Don't never take nothing personal.
It's not personal. But for me, it kind of is because I'm like, you could just simply ask a question.
Yes, of course.
And it's obviously for someone like me who works in a business of hospitality, it's emails and text have a tone to them. It's all about how you phrase things. And if you go across asking people like that, I'm going to be like, you're wasting your time.
Well, yeah, eventually I blocked the guy, right? But this is what he said to me.
But you asked me, should I block him? I said, hell yeah.
Okay, and I did.
Okay, good.
Okay, so then he replied back to me. He says, wow, I don't even know what to say. I buy every single sweatshirt that goes up for sale on here, and you are extremely overpriced, and it's not new. So, I replied back, and I politically correct way.
You didn't have to.
I said, I'm sorry you feel that way. I do accept offers. The shipping is included in my price also, Tim, over the years. Then he replies back. My friend, it's not that I feel a certain way. It's the truth. I can't tell you how many I have bought over here. Not to mention you and everyone get some free. And I'm like, oh, this guy. So I go and I look at his feedback as a buyer on Mercari. And there's a couple on there that talk about how he was rude and all this stuff. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to block this dude. I don't want my money to get caught up if he decides to buy something and it be like an appeals process. Like, you know how appeals take in court and take forever. So, that was it. My man, Calvin, I seen you in the building. What's going on, Calvin? How you doing, brother? Kelly Hustle. Yo, Calvin been on the grind lately with the Kelly Hustle daily vlog. He been putting out videos, man. I see you, Calvin. So yeah, so that was a separate story. All right, so now we're gonna get back on track.
Okay, because we got to change the subject quickly because I'm heated.
I know you are, and you do not want Josie heated.
I'm heated.
Oh, trust me. There's a lot of times when I want to say stuff like that, but I don't. I don't.
I do.
So, all right. So we're now in. All right. So I was showing you guys a Budweiser game.
Yeah, the checkers game.
All right. Let me get you guys back to the share screen. Boom. There we go. All right. Ronnie Hart just dropped a new video. Seaside Rant. I'm over it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have to check that out when we get
too.
done. What's going on, Buffalo Picker? How you doing, brother? All right. So let's get back to the Etsy shop. I'm gonna show you guys another couple of things. I want to find like really. So what else do we have here? I showed you guys that. This is another one that you guys want to be on the lookout for. Are these vintage drink trays? Sometimes they'll be plastic. Sometimes they'll be metal.
And if they're truly vintage, they're usually smaller. Would you agree?
I don't know.
I would. I mean, I've seen so many trays that look so small, and I'm just like, what am I going to fit on this?
Yeah, but these are. I mean, this is probably like 80s, you know. But yeah.
How could you tell? Is it the plastic? Is it the cork?
Thank you for stopping by, Tracy. Enjoy your dinner.
Oh, matter of fact, let me go see what's for dinner.
What?
I'll be back.
Okay. So yeah, the drink trays are definitely something you guys should keep a lookout for. Let's see what else. Ooh, coasters. Coasters are a big thing too. These were like super mid-century modern coasters right here. I picked these up for a yard sale for 50 cents. It was just a set of the coasters, no caddy, nothing. They have the little foam swirl in the middle, nice little tortoise, lucite sort of outside stuff. As far as that, but coasters do really well also if they're cool, obviously. This is one of the brands that I was telling you guys about earlier, Georges Briard. A lot of these, Georges Briard makes a lot of Christmas glasses. So these are like, they're already going to be valuable because they're Georges Briard. But the fact that they're Christmas glasses too, I mean, you're tacking on even more money. And you can see down here is where you have the signature, Georges Briard. Now, a lot of times these signatures will come off and they're hard to identify. So you just kind of got to dig and do your research. But this set of glasses right here, I picked up at Habitat for Humanity and I paid $1.99 for them. They were 50% off. So I was super stoked about that. And those set of those glasses, I think it was 6 or 8 of those. And they sold for $89.99. So that was a really nice flip there. Ace running around like a horse race back here. Okay, let's see what else we have here. All right, this was another Culver set that I sold right here. This one was a punch bowl set. So you had these little punch glasses, I guess you call them, and then you had the actual huge punch bowl. This was not a fun one to pack either. But this one fetched good money and sold a lot faster than the other one for some reason. I'm not sure why. But this one that sold for $150. Now, this was the one I was telling you about. That is the difference between a cocktail shaker and a martini pitcher. These will sell very fast, and there's all different types of them. This one was just $15, but it was a quick flip, and I sold like 4 of these. So the martini pitcher they'll be tall, and then you'll have the little lip right here for you to pour the martini out of. Anything with pheasants usually does well also. But this is a nice little quick low end flip. $15 I got for this one, so really nice. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, okay. So these are what people call whiskey pitchers. Sometimes they call them water pitchers. Now you could find some of these that are super valuable, as far as in the realm of it. So like, the high end, really high end, top of the line stuff, $300 to $600. Low end is going to be like, $15, and then most of the stuff's gonna be mid-range, $25 to $50, depending upon whichever company you're at is advertising on the whiskey pitcher, depending upon the design and the color. So this was a really dope Hennessy pitcher right here. I think I got $25 or $30 for this one. So this one was really dope too. I really enjoyed that one. More coasters, James Bond glasses. These are dope too. Look at these. Anything James Bond always does well. And then you just kind of mix that in with like, barware or whatnot. I mean, it's a winner. Most people, like, you could see somebody in a smoking jacket sitting at their house pouring some cognac into the James Bond bottle, watch a Bond movie. It's just the crossover appeal is just so clutch when it comes to this stuff. I can't stress that enough. Let's see what else we have here. More Culver glass. This was a Beef Eater cocktail shaker. You have your Jim Beam decanters right here, and Ezra Brooks decanters. It's endless the amount of stuff that you really can cross over, appeal, and sell. Budweiser mirror. This was a really dope one right here too. So for those of you that don't know, Dorothy Thorpe made these this glassware that was like a silver ombre, where at the top you had like this silver and then it kind of went down. This was super mid-century modern style. This had the caddy and the coasters on it too. We sold this at a flea market, I believe, and it sold for $75. So that's another dope one right there. Old spritzer bottles. I see you. I'll go back to it for you. Dude. This one right here. Now, these can be super valuable depending upon a lot of different things, but mostly the same thing that depends on a lot of this stuff. Depending upon the color, this is a really nice color here. Depending upon how good the hardware is on the top, and then what's actually on the seltzer bottle itself. But these things can fetch any, they get up there in price. This one, I think I sold for $40. I sold this one for. So I would always keep an eye out for those too. That's definitely something you always want to be on the lookout for. This is another really mid-century modern style right there. More Blendo glass. Always be on the lookout for the Blendo glass. Let's see. These are all things that I've sold, by the way, too. Another bar tray, more whiskey pitchers, Blendo. Just your Wild Turkey decanters right here. All right, David, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Here we go. More Culver martini pitcher, $40 sold. Ice bucket, $35 sold. Now, these are the cocktail shakers. These things are always quick sellers. I've sold a lot of these cocktail shakers, but this is the one I want to show you guys. Do you ever see these poison glasses? These are made by Georges Briard. So I found these in thrift store, and I kind of regret there was some damage on some of these. And you could see right here where the gold was faded off on this. They were faded on the prescription right here. But besides that, they were in really good shape. So I found these 7 glasses. I paid $3.99, I think, for them. And let's see, they sold for, where is it at? They sold for $225. So those are like must look out for. And then this is other really popular stuff too, is these tiki style barware. And this was a really cool, it was a serving tray, but also a bar mirror and advertising. So like you see the crossover appeal. I say it over and over again. It's like It always wins. This was a really interesting piece. This was a decanter. Had a silver overlay. Dimple pinch was a style. Really gorgeous. Really awesome shape. Great design and detail in that pattern. I sold this decanter for $150 for that decanter. So that was another really, really interesting piece right there. There's just so much to show you guys. It's insane. I'm trying my best to like get you through stuff as fast without like. I sold more of these. Like I found these a couple of times. Here's another cocktail shaker. Here you go, more Culver. You know, you just have more Culver. This stuff is just, it's easy to sell. I mean, people have, this was one of my favorites right here. I gave a girlfriend of mine who I worked with a deal on these glasses, but these were so dope. These bar glasses were amazing. I love these. There you go. Yeah, Harry, you know me, man. Anytime you want me to take a look at something, I'll always take a look at it for you. Dave, Midwest Picker, just popped in the building. What's going on, brother? So, Josie, I don't know. She's gone off and she's making coffee right now. Let me get you guys out of this. So, I know this is a lot for you guys to all take in, but like, hopefully, you guys, you know, Buffalo Pickers in the building, Midwest Pickers in the building. How you gentlemen doing? Yeah, that's all you need to know right there, Justin. Cha-ching. Like, it's really amazing how, you know, this stuff can just fly off the shelves. It's just I do not I've never sold on Cherish before, Michelle. I've heard a lot of people talk about that before. I think that's like, I want to say it's like super overpriced stuff. I feel like I've seen some of those brass, the horse brasses that we sell on there for sure. Yeah, I mean, this is stuff you should be looking out for. So like now I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff that's like crazy.
Right.
You know, I like to end on that. Like, show you all the highest of the highest of the high. So let's see what we got. What we got here?
Are you gonna share it?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it, but I want to make sure it's ready for. Let's see. Ooh.
There it is.
Okay. So this is one of the people to look out for. Now you don't see a lot of it, but he does make some. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, that is definitely the trick. So Fred Press was one of the names I gave you guys to look out for. And they make some really interesting stuff. Look at these shot glasses right here. Really cool. And this was just 3 of them. So like when you fill it in, yeah, there you go. There's a picture of it right there. How badass is that shot glass? I mean,
it's like death in a glass.
That is badass. 3 of those sold. 3 little shot glasses, $200. You know, like that. I mean, that's a glass right there. This is like probably one of the more popular patterns that of the Fred Press. I'm trying to find that. I wish they had. Are these like onyx glass with the gold fish on them? There you go.
In the tray. It's the same tray I have.
Yeah. Like that is just super mid-century modern. I mean, that's like really nice. So you're getting $150 for those right there.
Not bad.
You know? Not bad at all. But you see, I mean, the Fred Press stuff sells really well too. It's not as like super high end as some of the other ones, but as you can see, you know, it's still going to fetch you good money. Anything in this turquoise color too, guys and girls. Anything in the turquoise color, always get. turquoise, and pink
Mhm.
always sell. When it comes to anything mid-century modern, just let me know. Look at this.
It's beautiful.
I mean, that's really nice stuff. And I mean, it's $100 right there. You got to keep an eye out for these sort of things, you know? All right. So what's another one we'll look up? We'll look up Polar glass.
Are we gonna? Did we look at the decanters?
Yeah, we did. You were in the kitchen.
Oh no.
I hate when they do this.
Specific.
Culver glass barware. There we go. You know, I mean, you're not necessarily going to be in the thousands of dollars, but you're looking at good money here. Look at this. Now, this is somebody that just went crazy right here. I don't know how you plan on shipping that.
Yeah.
And why you only, I would have gotten way more than $250 for it, but that is 50 pieces. You got to ship that in like multiple boxes. You have to. You have to. Look at that. That is dope, though. You know?
Yeah.
Shipping includes postage, insurance, and careful packing. 50 pieces? That's wild. But you could see like just all the different patterns and the different shapes and the different caddies. Like, look at this. This is... And keep your eye out just for the caddies, too, because, you know, you can sell just the caddies also. Look at that. That is awesome. And, you know, sometimes you can find some of these things on eBay and then reflip them because sometimes people don't know that they're Culver because you kind of have to find the Culver signature on the glasses. But, I mean, this stuff is just always selling. Never fails. Look at that.
It's beautiful.
Crazy stuff. And then the other one we were going to look at was George's Briard. And there you'll see, whoa.
Really?
What is that? I don't know what it is, but it's sold for $1,900. Okay, here we go. These are the poison glasses I was telling you guys about. Now, this is the complete set and probably an absolutely gorgeous condition. And this sold recently. Man.
They're great. They're not even faded. They're just great.
Yeah. So you see on mine, the prescription right here on the side.
The RX.
Those were faded on mine. But yeah, this is like, look at that price. $950 for 8 bar glasses. You just can't beat it. Now, I'm sure a lot of people, I mean, I can only imagine there people who have probably walked by these, you know. Now you know, don't ever walk by.
Grab it.
But yeah, I mean, it's crazy stuff out there. Look at this one. This is like, yeah, this one is a decanter. Just for this one decanter, they got $555.
That's awesome. I hope we find it one day because I'm keeping it.
And then you look, the gold even faded on up there,
rim.
You know? And then you see the signature right there. So always look for those signatures, the George's Briard stuff. I mean, it's crazy. I will never forget when I found those glasses. They sold in like 20 minutes too, which was insane. Oh, here's another one to really look out for too, George's Briard. Tommy, you still in here? This is what I need, right? A thirst extinguisher. Look at that.
It's great.
Gorgeous. And I mean, that sold for $450 right there. It's crazy. But yeah, his most popular is definitely the poison stuff. You know, you see that stuff all the time. It's crazy. The ice bucket right here. Ice bucket, $330. Ice your poison. Oh, that is gorgeous. Yeah, I see a lot of people saying, "Wow, it's crazy." Like, you know, it's just things like this that you just if you never know. And now, like, you know, you know, it's out there. This stuff is out there. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, Harry, this is gonna tickle your feather, buddy. Look at this. This is a cocktail shaker lantern.
Lantern. Oh, it's cute. For what? 3,000? How much? How much?
Harry, you hear Harry? Look at this. It's a cocktail shaker lantern.
How much is it? Oh my gosh.
$3,850.
Wow.
Exactly, Harry.
Wow.
That is just insane. Let's see what this. Mid-century modern cocktail shaker. So this is your mid-century modern cocktail shaker stuff. This is crazy. That's nice. Look at that. Now this is a sterling silver overlay on these glasses and on that shaker. Shakers are always clutch. Always buy. If you see cocktail shakers, I mean, I sell them consistently. Now, this is the other thing I was telling you guys about was Hazel Atlas. So Hazel Atlas has a few lines in their mid-century stuff that is super valuable, and one of them is the pink elephant. If you ever see a Hazel Atlas pink elephant, scoop it up. Any of it, like, it's all super valuable stuff.
So cute. It looks like Dumbo.
Yeah, I mean, this set right here sold for $350 right here. So, like, it's definitely like super interesting stuff. You just have to, you know, mid-century modern and Art Deco stuff is just very high in demand right now. Look at all these different cocktail shakers. More of the pink elephant. This one we sold. This one, dang. Oh, this is a Bourbon Supreme one. We've sold ones very similar to this, but it didn't have the Bourbon Supreme up there on the top. But like you'll see these a lot where they have the recipes for the cocktails on the sides of it. I mean, look at that. Looking at $190. That's because it had the Bourbon Supreme on there. Oh, this is another really popular one too, if you can find it. It's like it looks like a fire extinguisher on the top of the cocktail shaker. These are very highly sought after too. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Super awesome stuff. Now let's see. Vintage decanter. Now decanters is another thing that I want to go. All right, for Pinto, thanks for stopping by, brother. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here in a second. I just wanted to show you guys some more decanters. I mean, decanters kind of gets in there crazy in these high end stuff. Ooh,
look at that.
Look at this. This is Murano. You guys have heard me talk about Murano before. Look at the detail on that. the fish in the middle with the decreasing size glasses. It's crazy stuff here. That set sold for $2,600.
But it's like 20 pieces.
I just saw your comment, Sam Dapper Tiger. Yes, I can drop bars. I am a rapper. But yeah, man. Some of this stuff is wild. Whew. Yeah. Yo, don't worry, man. You'll see my my album coming out soon. I'll post some throwback pictures for you guys just so you guys can see me back in the day when I used to rap. I still rap, but I haven't been dropped a song in a very long time. But yeah, this was amazing stuff that you guys swizzle sticks. It depends. We actually have a set of glasses right now that come with matching swizzle sticks. I've got some takers on it, but I haven't had anybody bite yet. It depends. With this, you might be able to find some vintage advertising swizzle sticks for sure. That stuff is definitely carries some money, but for a majority, I haven't come across any yet that are like super, super valuable. I don't want to steal Ron Burgundy's shine right now.
Oh my god!
For those of you,
video.
If you haven't seen it yet, Burgundy Sells dropped a crazy dope What Soul video. I messaged him immediately and told him like I was so like proud of him because he pushed the envelope, and that's what I want to see. I want to see people do something different, push the envelope. Don't be afraid. Like, it's easy to get caught up in this mentality where like, this is how you have to make your thumbnail. This is the type of video that you have to do. And he said, screw all that. I'm about ready to drop a freestyle What Sold on eBay video. And I was proud of him.
It was really good.
I really liked it. And I sent him a bunch of love through the private message because I was blown away. That was so dope. And Tommy and them brought him on last night. I mean, it was crazy. Like, he's gonna blow up. I love that dude. He's a nice guy, cool guy. It's good. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up because we're over an hour now. Thank you guys as always for coming by. I hope you all learned some new stuff today. Barware is definitely worth it. Make sure you guys. If you need to go back, if you ever have any questions, like I always say at the end of any video, don't ever hesitate to message me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. But Barware, Bar Decor, bar mirrors, decanters, glasses, pitchers, all types of stuff is out there for the picking. Hopefully we'll be able to go out hunting soon. I'm starting to lose my mind. I need a haircut. But thank you guys for coming by. We really appreciate the love and support. We're getting close to, what is it? There's 1,000, I guess. Well, we're not close. We're still far away, but it feels a little closer. So we're going to just keep pushing. I can't, express how much we appreciate your support. It's always fun too. Hopefully we're gonna bring Ma Dukes back in for next week's episode. Yeah,
Ma Dukes.
We're gonna work on what's next. And if you guys have any ideas of stuff you want us to talk about or stuff you want us to go over, please don't hesitate. Drop some comments below on this video on YouTube of what you guys want to learn, what you guys want to see us do, what you guys want to hear us talk about. We're open for ideas and suggestions. Josie and I,
But it's great if you let us know because then that way we become a bit more prepared for our answers and it gives us an idea of what you're interested in and where your interest lies. So please, if you have questions, you can always go back, leave a response.
Questions, ideas, anything
on the videos. We'll check it.
Yeah, I'm like super like on top of answering comments and stuff like that on YouTube
Always.
because I think it's important to like have a good interaction with the people that watch us because it's awesome. Yeah, these Jeanette Glass makes some of those, Harry. I've sold a bunch of them. Usually you'll see whiskey sour and old fashioned will be the recipes on the side of those glasses. Those are nice ones. They're like a dark red with gold writing on them. Those sell very well also. Thank you very much. I hope you it's difficult. There's a lot of people out there who have tons of knowledge, and like I'm just this wild kid from the streets trying to sell antiques. So
wow, that's a good one. It's a good line. You should use that.
Just a wild kid from the streets trying to sell antiques. It's like, no, I'm just messing with y'all. Yeah, and follow us on Instagram. Over the years eBay, where you can see all of our clothes and electronics, and then Over the Years Collecting, where you can see all of our antiques, vintage decor, and collectibles.
And personally,
Tim Walk on Water. That's my personal one, and Joe So Fine is Josie's.
How do you spell mine?
JOWSOFINE.
Wow, I'm surprised.
And then she also has Josie's Fabulous Finds on Instagram. And then for all you people that like football, my football channel is Authentic. The name of our show is Authentic in the Beard. And we should be doing a live stream for the NFL draft, which is coming up in less than 2 weeks. 1 week from this Thursday.
I think you should share it so that they know how to get to it.
Yeah. Well, it's in the description of the video. Yeah.
All right, down below.
Yeah. So look down below.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Hopefully, put some food in our bellies.
Yes.
And watch an episode of Ozarks at some point.
3 episodes.
I gotta do some listing, keep the momentum going. I got a whole bunch of stuff I gotta answer to right now. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. Oh, Mel, thanks for stopping by. We're about ready to sign out.
Yeah.
But hope you guys enjoyed this. We will catch you guys next Monday. We'll be live every Monday. I'm still trying to like jump in and do some like lives in the middle of the week because we got some hours to make up. So yeah. Thank you guys very much. We appreciate it. Peace.
Thank you.